Hey, well, we're going to be picking up a load from Arkansas and taking it to Wisconsin. And we're going to unload in Wisconsin and head down to Illinois. Sorry for the glare on the light. And we're going to go down to Illinois, to the Rockford area, and get a load and take it back to Arkansas. That's what's going to be in this video. So, we'll see you on the side. Alright, we just got done hooking our trailers up, and I did my pre-trail. You know, when I was talking about my last video about an all-day pre-trail, so I check everything out here, and I checked my oil and all that stuff earlier today when I was getting my truck washed. I checked all that stuff out earlier when I had the hood open. I'll film that on a later date. I just didn't think about it today, honestly. Headed to Wisconsin. It's not too far across the line from Illinois, but I've been to this place a few times. It's pretty good. They get you unloaded pretty quick. It's not too bad. The lumper fee is, the only thing that's confusing about to me is the lumper fee here. And a lumper is somebody that unloads the truck, and we have to, this is the confusing thing about lumpers. We have to pay them. We have a fleet check that we use. There's Comdata, there's EFS, there's some other ones, but we use EFS. And what you do, this particular place here is unique because they don't necessarily have a lumper service. I think it's funny myself. We're bringing the stuff to them. They ordered it, and we're bringing the stuff to them. And then they charge us to get it unloaded. They charge us for bringing their stuff. It'd be no different than if you went to Home Depot, Lowe's, your local builder, whatever, and you was going to build a deck. Let's say you was going to build a deck at your house, all right? And then you order all the lumber. You know, you order the 2x6s, the 2x4s. You order the all the stuff you need to build that deck. Okay. Then they put it on the truck. Now Lowe's and Home Depot probably a little bit different. That's how I started out driving. I worked at a lumber yard, and that's how I know about this. That's why I'm using this for an example. But it'd be no different. Let's just say you went to just a local lumber yard, okay, contractor type place. You order this lumber package, and then they go to deliver it. All right. Then when they show up to your house, then you charge them, say, $150 for bringing the stuff that you ordered That's exactly how this works, which makes no sense to me. We end up getting the money back somehow through the broker or whoever's involved with this. This is where the office gets involved with this type of stuff. I've never really gotten in on. I kind of want to. Before I had my surgery, I even told them that I would be interested in working in the office. Because I got enough experience. I know enough about it. I could, go from there. I'm a quick learner also. But it just don't. It makes no sense to me how you order something. I mean, this is a long drive. This is about 750, close to 800 miles. And I'm going to do my break. I'm going to finish up my break here in about 3 or 4 hours. I'm going to finish this out. And then I'm going to take off. I'm probably going to just drive all through the night. It don't unload till about 10 o'clock tomorrow night. So I'll get up there tonight. I'll get up there probably in the morning sometime. And I'll park right close to there. I bought me some groceries today. Bought me some steaks and some chicken and some sausage. I bought sausage last week. Pot pies, little frozen stuff, little meals, just stuff like that. Bought me some French fries. I love crinkle fries. But this little air fryers, man, this thing's. Thank you, trucker gal. I sure appreciate you. You appreciate you more than you know. But anyway, but I'm gonna lay down here in a little bit and get me some sleep, take me a nap so I can drive through the night, and then get up here in a little while, about 3.5, 4 hours, and I'll be ready to go. And then we'll get on up to Wisconsin. We'll take off, get up there. It's gonna take pretty close. We're allowed 11 hours drive. It's gonna take just about all of it to get there. This truck is fast enough. I might can make up a little bit of time, but I gotta get fuel. I'll leave here and go about an hour up the road. Not quite an hour. 40 minutes up the road, and I'll fill up and get fuel, weigh my load and all that good stuff there. Tell you one of the best things that happened to trucking is that cat scale app. And I tell you, I love that thing. Used to, you had to pull up on the scale, and you had to talk on the intercom to the people inside, and you didn't know what your weight was. You'd have to go park somewhere, go in there and get the ticket. Then if it wasn't right, then you had to go you had to go move the weight around or do whatever, slide the tandems or whatever. When I drove flatbed, so I had a spread axle, so I was usually pretty right. But moving trailers around, sliding the tandems. This particular trailer here, I'll do something on that later on also. Each hole on this particular trailer is about 400 pounds. So if I'm over or under, or if I need to move weight around here and there, I know which direction I do, and I'll show you. I'll do a video on that, how to do your weight, and I might even put it on this one. If your weight ain't right, then I'll slide it, and I'll show y'all how to do it on that. But anyway, I'm finna lay down, and then we'll get going on down the road and do that thing. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. I hope y'all have a good night. We'll talk to y'all a little bit. See ya. Okay, people. I'm about to slide my tandems. I'll weigh my load. And this button right here. See that pin? That pin was in that hole. Alright. I was 34,720 on my drive axle. So the steer tire is obviously the front tire where you steer. This set right there, that's what we call the drives on the truck. And then back here's the trailer, obviously. So I weighed my load. I was 34,720 on the up here on the drives. I was like 33,300 back here on the trailer. So I need to take, and each one of these holes is 400 pounds. So I'm allowed about 500 pounds, 400 to 500 pounds, because I have an APU on here, an auxiliary power unit, which lets us run the truck, without idling it. We can run the heat and air and all that good stuff. So we're allowed a little bit extra weight. So what I need to do, I need to take about 400 pounds off. So I need to slide this one hole. Okay. So what I'm going to do, you start, see that solid spot. All right, that's gonna be your first hole right there, the one that's in. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So I need to come to that hole right there, to the 7th hole. All right. So what I'm gonna do, it's got to go forward, and the reason that is because this thing is like a lever. The weight is up here, so if I slide those tandems forward, it's going to lift the front end up here, and it's like a lever. It's going to lift it a little bit. It's going to take that weight off the front. So that's what I got to do. Okay. All right. I just slid it forward, so you see right there, there's your solid. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now there's two ways I can do this. See, there's the pin that's got to come back out. So what I could do, it may go ahead and do it. I'm gonna push this thing back in. See that pin coming through? I slid it one hole, and luckily I lined it up just right. But if I had not done that, let's just say I slid it, say right here, it was in between these two holes. I could push my trailer button in on the inside the truck, and that would release that pin, and then I could back up a little bit more, and it would pop in that hole by itself, or vice versa. If I had gone a little bit past this hole and I needed to go back to the 7th hole, like if it's in between the 6th and the 7th hole, I could do the same thing, push the button in, and I could pull forward a little bit and it would pop it back in there. But I guess luckily I lucked out and it lined up perfectly. So I was 33,720. Each one of these holes, see how they're kind of spread out? They're 400 pounds a piece on this particular trailer. Our trailers are 400 pounds. Some other trailers are, it depends. They're 500 pounds, 250 pounds. It depends on how far these holes are apart from each other. So, but that's how you do it. See, it was there, now it's here. And all I did is I applied my trailer brake. I couldn't do it, and I only got 2 hands. I don't have anybody helping me do this, so. But all you do is you lock down these trailer brakes back here. You got a red and yellow button inside the truck. The yellow button is for the tractor brake, the truck. That sets that set of brakes, and then the red one sets these. That's why you hook the air lines up between the truck and the trailer. So you lock down these trailer brakes, and then you keep released the truck so you can move it, and then you saw me pop the pin, and then you know, if you whichever way you got to go, forward or backward, but I had to back up to slide the tandems forward. Okay, and that took each one of these holes was 400 pounds. So I was right now I should be about 333, 420, and I'll be okay because I'm allowed between 400 and 500 pounds. That should be about 420 pounds. I just got fuel. I'm full of fuel, full of DEF. Reefer fuel's full, so the fuel plays a part in the weight also. But I should be okay now. By the time I get to any scale, I've been burned off enough. I'm running at night. I probably won't see any scales. But that's how you slide. That's how you slide tandems. See y'all a little bit. Well, good morning from Wisconsin. I'm at this Petro up here on 41 north of Chicago. You got to pay to park here, which I don't guess I have too much of a problem with it. They want you to spend $50. Spend $50 in the store and you can park for free, but it's only $15 to park here. It's not hard to figure that out. And they got restaurants inside there, but none of them open till 11 o'clock. So I'm not used to that. That is what it is. Yep. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and close these curtains. I'm gonna go to bed. I drove all night to get up here. Over 700 miles, probably close to 750 miles. I had to do my validation for my parking. Oh, eyes on fire. Well, I'm gonna go to bed, folks. I hope y'all have a good day. We'll catch you on the flip side. Come on. Talk to y'all later. See ya. Here's the Petro. Look at this big old large car that I'm parked next to. How about that? Stretched out W900. That's what I need to be driving right there. You know, stretched out, super large car. Low and clean. I love it. I used to drive one like that a long time ago. Yep, but this is the Petro. See, Petro right there. Petro. Yep. We're gonna go to bed. There's a cat scale. If you don't have the cat scale out, you need to get it. That cat scale app is one of the best things I ever did for trucking. Oh man. I'll explain about that later. I'm going to bed. Y'all have a good day. Talk to you later, y'all. Good evening. Well, I just did my pre-trip. I got about 3 hours from where I got to unload at. I'm literally right down the street from it. This truck stop is right here down the street. I was able to get my brake in. I'm going to go down here and unload, and then I got to go back. I'm up here in Wisconsin, I got to go back to down a little bit below Rockford, Illinois, and I got to be there at 1 a.m. ish. Hope I'll make it there in time. If not, I'll work it in. But I'll load that, and that goes back to Arkansas, and that'll start my next week. I ended up with a pretty good week this week. Since coming back to work, they've raised our pay pretty good bit, and I'm making some good checks. I'm thankful for my dispatcher running me the way he has, and but that's the plan. We're gonna unload here in a little while. I just checked my truck out. One thing, whenever you stop, even if you just at a fuel island and walk inside, always check your fifth wheel. Make sure ain't nobody pulled that pin. There's some dirty dogs out here. Just getting to the practice of doing that. If you walk away from the truck, I don't care if you walk away from it for a minute and then turn around and come back to it. Always get into the practice of looking at that fifth wheel before you get back in that truck and pull off. Looking at your fifth wheel and looking at your airlines. Make sure ain't nobody pulled one off, or there's all kind of little tricks that people do. They'll back in the day, I mean, they're just there's some dirty dogs out here. They'll take your glad hands off. They'll put nickels in them inside the glad hand. And I'll show how those things are made in another video later on down the road. But they just little stuff like that they'll cut them. They'll do all kind of stuff. If you're pulling a flatbed, check your straps, because people will go and cut them. I mean, it's just all kind of craziness that goes on out here. But always check that fifth wheel. Always check your airlines before you get back in your truck. And but we'll go from there. We're gonna unload and we're gonna head back towards Rockford, and a little bit south of Rockford, get our load and head down to Arkansas and start our following week, because our week goes from Tuesday to Tuesday. So we go from Tuesday to Tuesday. Whatever we do by midnight of that Tuesday, we get paid for that Friday. So it's pretty good the way they do it. So I ended up with pretty high miles this week, and with the pay raise we got, that's going to be a significant check. So I need it big time. That's coming back. I need to get built back up in my bank account, get some bills paid, and go from there. Well, we'll talk to y'all later, and I'll just talk to y'all later. See you later. Well, hey again. Well, finally got unloaded in Wisconsin. Took them a little bit longer than I thought. Made it down here to Belvedere, Illinois, which is near Rockford. Just backed into my door. They're gonna come out here and check the temperature, and then they'll let me back in. So I'll probably be here for a little while loading. Probably gonna take me a nap. But I'm gonna close this thing out here, and we're gonna load here and go to Arkansas with it, and go from there. I should be in Arkansas sometime tonight, and I think it's loaded delivered sometime tomorrow. But I'll probably be dropping this at the yard like I did the last one. At least that's what we're hoping for. So anyway, hope y'all doing good. We're gonna close this one out and go from there. Y'all take care. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.